Hello, and welcome to the Virtual Trombonist. My name is Chris Clark, and we're going to be talking today about the ATSSB Year E etudes. And the first one I'm going to start with today is the Bohme Valse Lentiment. And this is a great etude for you to show off your musicality and your sound, dynamic range. There's lots of things this etude addresses, and most of all, I think it's a lot of fun to play. And as you're practicing over the next few months, I want you to think about trying to enjoy this as a piece of music, not as solely as an obstacle to overcome. So I'm going to start off with a performance of my own. I'll play through it, and then we'll talk about some of the things that I feel are important to remember as we're playing this piece. Biggest things in this etude is that there's a lot of different ways to play it, which is really fun. And you're given a tempo range of quarter note equals 70 to 80. I tend to like the slower end of that range, and the 70 range, it gives you a lot more freedom to do more with the music, and it gives you more time to breathe. However, it does make the phrases longer, so there is a trade-off there. If you go faster, you can play longer on one breath, but you have less time to breathe. So you have to decide in your practicing where a good tempo for you lies. Try it closer to 70, try it closer to 80, and see what works for you. There's also a lot of different places to breathe in this etude, and I'm going to give you an example of that starting in measure 4. I try to go the first 4 bars on one breath. There's two options of where you can breathe at the end of measure 4. So you'll notice that after each of those, I take some time. There's no way to breathe and not take away from either your note length or from the time. So I believe you should go ahead and make a definitive breath there and make the music continue after you pick up following your breath. Yet another thought about breathing in this piece is when you make a breath, I feel that it's okay to take a little time at the ends of your phrases so that it doesn't feel hurried. But after your breath, pick up the tempo again. Don't let it stay slow or to drag. I'll give you an example. And then after that breath, pick the tempo back up, get right back into it. Let's talk about the high A. You've got 4 measures leading up to that high A to build up both the music and your air so that when you get to the high A, it's nice and clear. And I like to really tongue that high A pretty clearly. if you tongue it, articulate it clearly, you give yourself a lot better chance to play a nice clean high A with a great sound. So I hope that the comments here have helped you. If you have any questions, you can certainly leave them in the comments or send me an email at virtualtrombonist@gmail.com.